So CrossFit, it's my hobby. It's not my life. I'm never gonna go to the games, but it's just been something that I've found that is just so motivating. I think it's just tapped into that thing where there's always something to get better at. You're never satisfied. There's always a new PR to get. And then I think too, the atmosphere in this gym, you're just surrounded by so many incredible athletes that they make me want to work harder and be just as great as them. The first workout that I did with Anthony was just at a football field. We did Helen. I did jumping pull-ups and a 25-pound dumbbell, and I think it took me about a half an hour, and I died after that. When I first started, I could barely do a push-up. I could do, I think, one strict pull-up. I could barely snatch the bar. So I think just after 5 years putting in the work, it's just been an incredible transformation. Mentally, I think it's still a work in progress, especially when there's workouts that I know aren't up my alley. I think it was in the fall of last year, so about 6 months ago. It was interesting. I just kind of got frustrated, and I went to Jess and I was like, I know that I'm one of the smaller athletes and that I'm never going to lift as much as some of the other girls, but I was like, if there's anything that I could do, and I know like extra work doesn't always equal better results, but if there's anything that I could do to start improving, I was willing to do it. And Jess, being a smaller athlete too, is just such an inspiration, and she can also understand my pain. That she kind of came up with a plan for me. And I just told her, on days where I know it's not something that I'm the best at, I just want to be like middle of the pack. Like I just want to, just work towards that stuff and not just accept, okay, I'm a small athlete, I'm always going to be last in this. And so that's also changed like the mental attitude that you mentioned, just at least I'm doing something about it, and so instead of just giving up, I've been able to just try a lot harder and find even just the small amounts of progress that I can. And honestly, in the past 6 months, I feel like a totally different athlete since working with Jess.
She is a fiery redhead, man. That is no lie.
I love Christy. She is awesome. She's been working so hard for the past year. Just watching her develop as an athlete since I met her, she's gone from being scared of wall balls to like attacking them like a bear.
I've been working out with Christy for about 4 years now, and I would have to say she's one of the most consistent CrossFitters I've ever met. She's super well-rounded. She always gives 100% no matter what, and she's always working on her weaknesses.
She's one of those people that will constantly push you to do better.
She always likes to kind of shoot the crap with me and have a good time and talk, but she's also very serious about CrossFit and comes into the gym, knows the goals that she wants to hit, and works really hard to get those goals.
Like, she always celebrates your accomplishments as much as she celebrates her own, maybe even more so.
She's very genuine. If you're her friend, she's got your back no matter what, and I love that about her.
It's really awesome to get to come here and work out with her every day, and she definitely inspires me to try harder and give my best every day. So I think she more than deserves Athlete of the Month.
What are our Mean Girls quotes we can use? One time, Christy punched me in the face, and it was awesome. One time, I saw Christy wearing a Carhu shirt and Lulu shorts, so I wore a Carhu shirt and Lulu shorts.